Afternoon everyone, so today we're at a Honda CR-V 2014 and this is a 1.6 diesel engine. The customer's complaint is the emissions light came on, there we go. So it needs a regeneration, I think that's what that symbol means. The DPF is blocked. We're currently doing a code scan and what I would say, this is slow. I can't even see the engine coming up in that, can you? We've only got electric power steering, anti-lock brakes, tyre pressure, body electric, gauges and OBD. Next to get into it, so if we go into permanent codes, a P109A oil dilution, so that may cause it not to regen. Then let's go into temporary codes, oil dilution again, so we'll check the oil.
It's on the market anyway.
So there's the most important thing, the oil level's at the right mark, it's just under that, so it's no making oil, should we say here, so that's good. So we'll change the oil before we do the regeneration anyway. We'll go into special function, continue. So injector, right injector, DPF, AF, oil dilution. So here we go. Oil dilution estimate integrated value clear. This mode will clear the oil dilution estimate integrated value parameters after troubleshooting DTC. Please to start a test. Continue. Right. Press continue to clear the okay. Turn the ignition switch off. We've done that. Exit. So, key back on, codes only, permanent codes, so it's still there. Let's see if this code will now clear. Clear codes, yes. DTC's erased. Continue, codes only, permanent codes, so it's cleared it now. So I had to reset the counters, load temporary codes, right, and then we can do a regen. You can see that the light has now went off, and we heard, off camera, we heard the note of the engine changing, so we're going to see if it's now doing a regen, or if we have to do it. So the pressure in the exhaust at idle is 4 kPa, you can see that there, and then the voltage is 1. So the conversion is, via Google, half a pound. Half a PSI. So let's rev her up, and that's us at 3,000. So we're getting to 60. So we'll go to shake Google. We'll put in 60. Enter. Better talk to it. 60 kilopascals to PSI. Oh, that's high. So this thing's needing a regeneration. So, well, there's other interesting stuff. DPF pipe blocked by freeze confirms it not blocked. So I was wanting to see a PID and see if it had actually started to do the regeneration. And what we'll do, we're not sure, so we'll just force it to do it. So special functions, so DPF regeneration. The purpose of the DPF regeneration is to burn and remove particles. The vehicle must be outdoors while carrying out the procedure. It takes about 5 to 30 minutes. When to use the DPF. So we agree with all that. So we'll go continue. Please ensure the conditions are met. The engine is greater than 76. Yep. There's no TTC. The engine is idling, AC is on. Let's see. AC is on. So you can see that. Put our AC on. The headlights are turned on. Oops. Alright, Barney. So the headlights are turned on in the high beams. The clutch pedal is not depressed. The vehicle's in neutral. It's static. The accelerator pedal is not pressed. No flammable. The hood is open. You got the hood there, Roddy? Where's the hood switch about, lad?
Further in.
Is that it there? There's the hood switch in there. The hood switch is open. We're in the distance. So we'll go for this. Warming up. Keep RPM. It's no warm. So we're just about getting there. We're holding the revs. Oh well, I was above 2,500.
Right.
Confirm that the hood is open. Open the hood to prevent engine over. Right. We'll confirm that. Here we go. So that's it revving up itself. Here we go, boys. So we're just able to monitor the exhaust gas temperature. So we would imagine this figure would get up to about 600. I would think so. I've seen that on Volkswagen. You don't want to go over 700, but depends where it's taking this temperature from, if it's before or after the DPF. Anyway, we'll just leave this. It says between 5 and 30 minutes, but one thing about the Veris, we can trust this tool. Some of the other stuff, a bit questionable. I'll get back to you. You can hear puffs coming out of the exhaust. Oh, it just cut itself the other now. What does it say? Regeneration Progress 0%. We need this figure to go up, I would imagine. But we do smell burning. Must be just the exhaust getting warm.
It's going up to 80.
You can see that the exhaust temperature is climbing rapidly now. We're hitting 400 very soon. Keep climbing. We're moving in the right direction now, so you can see our temperature's at 492 and our progress is at 2%. So now jump to, I think we've been here about what, 5 minutes, so we're now at 14% and our temperature's at 520 degrees. But a terrible burning smell off the exhaust, we would say, but just like the exhaust smell, well, it's hard to describe. So the temperature of the exhaust, we're at 92%, it's only went to about 520, that's the maximum, so that's a bit lower than normal, than what we've seen, so it's a good learning curve, so we'll see what it's like after this. That took, we reckon that's been about 22, 23 minutes. So the engine should obviously, the rev should die down any minute soon. Let's hope so. Oh dear. Cooling down the DPF. So that's strange, eh? It actually revs it up to cool the DPF down, so it must be drawing in more air, you would imagine. Or I don't know what the theory is. Somebody out there can tell us. But we did notice that before. When it starts, it goes high and the temperature remains constant, and then when it drops the revs, then the temperature goes up. Put that down there at the moment, so our revs are just under 3000 RPM. So we got down to 216 degrees centigrade and then it says completed. So we'll go exit. We'll then back out of that. We'll go codes only. Permanent codes. No codes, that's good. temporary codes, that's good. Let's go back into our data. We'll then go into Powertrain Data Dpf. Oh jinx, we're still at 4. So 4, oh no, we're now at 0. Bouncing between 4 and 0. So what's that? So we're now at 20 psi at, just having a look, just over about 3,000, just under 3,000 RPM. So it's brought it down. So that must be 2 psi or something like that. So we'll run it and see how we get on, but we think either the problem is driver behaviour, i.e. short runs, or with that oil dilution light, maybe lack of servicing, no sure. But anyway, there we go. If it comes back, we'll tell you. There it's on the scan tool, engine oil level filtering value, millimetres 74.5. So 70, there we go. So that means if you know the values, you don't even have to check the dipstick. And the engine oil temperature's at 90 degrees. So all looks good to me. Let it go.